All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. And this one is a little different. This one is weird.
Yeah.
Ever
This one
imagine
is
giants
strange.
in Parliament?
So,
Not just big personalities,
this
but
was
actual
sent in by a
giants.
listener.
Mm-hmm.
And
In a twist of fate, imagine
they
these
said, hey,
giants
I
not
found this
debating
text.
laws,
Okay.
It was like
but
copied and
physically
pasted, just the
overshadowing
word.
city,
No
causing
context, no
chaos
author, no
as
nothing.
people try to
Interesting.
escape
And
their
it's
massive
about,
footsteps.
It's about a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But what if they symbolize
a
the
three-headed
overwhelming
dragon,
power of
and-
political
Wow.
figures?
Yeah, it's pretty
and
wild.
the
It's like some
impact
sort of
their
mix of
decisions on the common
mythology
folk?
and maybe a messed up history lesson. I don't know.
Like an
Is
allegory.
this a
almost.
playful
Yeah,
jab at
exactly.
politics? or a
And it's
deeper
all about
commentary
this
on our
this
leaders?
place that it calls
What do
New
you
Z.
think?
New Z.
Yeah, New Z. That's what it says.
Yeah.
And
Every country has one in their
and so
government.
anyway, this dragon, it's wreaking
The
havoc.
three-headed
Okay, so what
dragon
kind of
emerged from the
havoc are we
depths of the
talking about?
Well,
mountains,
so
its
each
scales
of the
shimmering
heads
in the
has a different
sunlight.
power,
Oh.
and it
With
really
each
gets
head
into
a
like how
different
these
color,
powers
red,
impacted the
blue,
people of
and
New
green,
Z.
it was a
Okay.
So you've
sight to
got, like,
behold.
fire and ice and poison.
But its
Oh,
beauty was
wow, a triple
deceiving,
whammy.
for this
Yeah.
dragon
and
was
then
a
it gets into
harbinger
some
of death
detail
and
about how they
destruction.
tried to fight back and how this thing
As it
just
flew
totally
across the
devastated
land,
them.
the
It's-
dragon
It's
unleashed
interesting. I mean,
its fiery
wild.
breath upon
It's interesting
unsuspecting
how
villages,
it's-
leaving nothing but ashes
It's
in its
straddling the
wake.
line between like a
The red head burned
fantastical
with a fierce
story
Right.
intensity,
and
the
something
blue
that
head
feels a little
froze
too
everything
real.
in its
You
path,
know?
Exactly.
and the green head
It's like
poisoned
one
the
minute
land
it's
with its
fire and
toxic breath.
brimstone,
Mhm.
you know,
The
total
people of New Z
classic
were
dragon stuff,
terrified,
and then
for they knew
and
that
then
the
the next
dragon
minute
showed
it's
no
talking
mercy.
about like
It
the
seemed to take
dragon
pleasure in causing
wiping
chaos
out
and
local
suffering,
cultures,
leaving
Yeah.
behind a
and,
trail of
like, getting
devastation
into this
wherever it
detail
went.
that it's just kind of creepy.
As the days
Yeah, and
passed, the
I mean, even
dragon's
that
attacks
phrase
grew more
wiping out
frequent
local
and more
cultures,
deadly.
like that's
It's
The
chilling.
people
that's
of New
chilling, and
Z
that's something
tried to
that
fight
we
back,
see throughout
but their
history.
weapons were
Right? I
no
mean, not
match
with
for the
dragons
dragon's
necessarily,
power.
but different groups of people coming
And
in.
so, the Great
Right, and just
Tribulation
completely
continued, with
changing
the
the
three-headed
landscape.
dragon
Yeah, it's
reigning
really
supreme
unsettling.
over
Yeah.
the land.
So let's maybe
The
start with
people
the
of New
dragon
Z
itself.
could only pray
Okay.
for a
So three
hero
heads
to
in
rise up and
mythology.
defeat the beast
What
before
does
it was too
what does that
late.
usually symbolize?
Oh, I mean, it's
Then,
almost
one
always
night, the
about
of
like
New
Besides a
Z
really
raided
bad
2
day.
of each
yeah,
head's domains
besides a
to
really
trap
bad
it in
day,
and
it's
to
always
cut
about
off all
some sort of
escape
like
routes.
major challenge or a series of
But
challenges.
the
Right.
dragon
Like
was
the
so
ancient
powerful that it
storytellers were
shot out
trying to
all
say,
of its
listen, this
powers
isn't
out
just
and
any
wiped out the
problem.
local
This is like
cultures.
a triple whammy. You know, like think of Cerberus guarding the underworld. You know, each head representing a different aspect of death. Or the Hydra. You know, if you cut off one head,
Two more go back.
two more grow back. Exactly. It's like you can't escape this thing.
So with our new Z dragon, maybe each head represents like a distinct threat.
Potentially, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and the text does give
helmet
each head a
stifling.
very specific
It narrowed
power.
his
Right.
vision.
Fire, ice, and poison.
Yeah, that's covering a lot of
His
bases.
shield
That's a
was
lot of
heavy.
bases. I mean,
Threw
and
him
if you
off
think about
balance.
this as like more than just,
His target
literal
is far
dragon breath,
away.
it starts to get really interesting.
Oh, absolutely. Fire. I mean, the obvious one is war
right.
destruction. You know, just burning everything down.
Right.
Ice, though. Yeah, that could symbolize something a little more insidious, like
Yeah.
maybe a freeze on progress, or like a stagnation or oppression that's keeping people from flourishing.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And poison. I think that's the real.
I was just gonna say the poison. That one.
That's the one that gets me.
It's the creepiest one.
Mhm.
Like, what could that even represent in real life?
Well, I mean, think about it. Poison, it's like that corruption that seeps in from within.
Mm-hmm.
Like the decay from within. It's not always this outward, you know.
Wow.
Of course, it's something that kind of
And it doesn't just talk about the dragon, like we were saying. It talks about the people of New Z, and it uses some strong language.
It does. It uses words like great tribulation and, you know, talks about villages being reduced to ashes.
Yeah, and it really emphasizes like the loss of their culture and their knowledge.
Yeah, and that's where that
I suck
biblical
shit for a
allegory is
living.
really powerful.
I am one of the faces on the three-headed dragon of
represents
Revelations.
all these forces of destruction.
Yip the end is here
Then
for
the
Al Maori
impact on
people.
New Z shows
Next, I'm
how
going to get rid of all other cultures, but that's only after the other two faces have
We're
wiped
not
out
just
the
talking about
entire Maori
physical
culture.
Right.
We're talking about
Yes,
the
Seed
loss
Kale, I will
of
never forget the way
the
my master
shattering
sat
of
in
tradition.
Hitler
Yeah,
and showed
and
how
and
the
the fear
world
that
should
that
be.
seeps into everything.
Right, and they tried to fight back, right?
They did.
The text mentions this attempt to trap the dragon, which doesn't go well.
Spoiler alert, doesn't work.
Yeah, spoiler alert, it doesn't work. But what do you make of that?
I mean, I think it really highlights the overwhelming nature of the threat.
Okay.
Whatever these three heads